I want to talk about why most modern day relationships do not work. They just don't work. And it's such an extended list of reasons why they just don't work. There's so many reasons. And, I don't want to be negative in this particular live stream. I actually want to help to break some of those generational curses that our families have been plagued with. And in order to do so, I got to list some of the problems. In order for us to do the complete opposite in our relationships, to make sure our families stay together, to make sure there's no broken homes, to make sure there's no fatherless households, to make sure that we continue to grow, thrive, and succeed as families. Because that seems to be the biggest threat in this satanic, demonic society. The biggest threat seems to be family. You got all these agendas that's plaguing society. It has been stated by several demons, I would say, like Fauci, Bill Gates, so on and so forth. It's been talked about that the world is overpopulated, but that's neither here nor there. That's another topic for another day. But I pride myself on being a pro-life advocate, and in order for us to thrive and succeed, we got to know what we're doing wrong, right? And this is going to go for brothers and sisters alike. Man, where do I begin? First and foremost, allowing the government to intrude on our unions is one of the hugest problems. Allowing the government to intrude on our unions. I'm talking about the marriage license. Yeah, the dreaded marriage license. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need a contract to be married. All right? You don't need a contract. Once you sign on that dotted line, you allow the government into your corporation. This is one of the biggest issues right here. You got to understand, your relationship is a corporation. Your relationship is business, ladies and gentlemen. It's business. And when you sign on that dotted line and you allow Uncle Sam to be a mediator between you and your woman, you allow the government in your business. All right? So number one, that's an issue, because now you got someone who can dictate what happens if that relationship doesn't work out. And I don't care what you say. It's going to cause some grief. It's going to cause some tension between both parties involved each and every time, because you got prenuptial agreements. What if it's not a prenup? Somebody's always calculating walking away. I mean, it's only natural if you sign this contract and things are going wrong and you trying to figure out a way you can thrive and succeed and quote unquote find happiness. Someone is always going to be looking to get the upper hand. It's going to be hidden tension in that relationship. That woman in the back of her mind, she's thinking about walking away with half of the possessions or even more. Nowadays, the woman is walking away with practically everything. That ain't how love is supposed to be. It shouldn't be no pressure. It shouldn't be no pressure of a prenuptial agreement or not. It creates tension. In slavery days, slaves hopped over a broom and they considered themselves to be wedded. It was holy matrimony, just hopping over a broom. And, us brothers, we should be able to dictate our own unions, our own contract. We should have our own governing body. Our family structure should be dictated by us and us alone. Here it is, you live in a monogamous society, according, I put that in quotations because nobody's monogamous, all right? And I mean nobody. Women should be monogamous in this day and age, but a lot of women are not. All right? A lot of women are practicing polygamy. They're polyamorous. All right? And a lot of men are whoremongers. All right? There's whores and whoremongers in this modern society. It's just the outright truth. So in this modern society, you have everyone under the idea of monogamy, but men are cheating, women are getting divorces, all right? So another one of the biggest reasons that these modern relationships do not work whatsoever is this so-called monogamous union. Being under the auspice of monogamy, it doesn't work. Doesn't work whatsoever. Men are not designed to be monogamous. All right? Men are naturally polygynous. All right? Men are naturally polygynous, especially you brothers from the diaspora. And I'm talking 12 tribes, one nation. A lot of us are pre-genetically disposed to deal with more than one woman. So here it is. We have a lot of men who hide, lie. There's a lot of secrecy going on. Therefore, a lot of marriage and a lot of relationships are being separated because of someone cheating on someone, right? Infidelity. That's the word I'm looking for. There's a lot of infidelity, a lot of cheating. Men are not being honest. And when you're not honest with a woman, you naturally put her in an authoritative position. Because if you come into the relationship lying, that means you look at her like the authority. Therefore, that relationship is already off balance. You understand? Yep, Gerald Nichols said it. He said it's in a man's DNA that we can make a lot of children. Absolutely. We can have multiple women pregnant at the same time. We can create we can create 10, 12, 11 babies in 1 year. That's because that's nature for you. You can't go against what nature is. Men and women are not the same. So that's number one. We got to understand that there's a biblical patriarchy. There's a biblical patriarchy, and a lot of women don't want to accept it. And I'm going to tell you most of the reasons why they don't want to accept a biblical patriarchy. It's mostly negative reasons why they won't accept it. All right. It's mostly out of jealousy. It's mostly out of insecurity. It's mostly because they're thinking about sex and not family growth and development. It's mostly because they're just not ready to let go of this matriarchal society. All right. So a lot of women are totally against polygyny, although it's biblical, although it's sound, although that's one of the reasons why we're falling as a nation. One of the reasons why we're falling, one of the reasons why we are not thriving and succeeding and populating the way we should is because men are not being men anymore. All right. Men are not being men anymore. Men are not keeping it real with these women. Men are hiding, men are lying, and they're bowing before the feminism, pretty much. You don't need a marriage certificate. You don't need anybody in your union. You as a man, you got to go out there and do what it is you got to do as a man. And see, this is the thing, like, real men don't go back and forth with women. Listen, women, they have emotions. We operate on logic. And that's another thing. Like, the men, let's speak to the brothers for a second. Y'all got to understand, whatever we do, whatever we say goes. All right? Whatever we do, whatever we say, that's it. They can either get with it or get gone. They can get right or get left. It's just really that simple, brothers. It's really that simple. Like, we're not trying to convince anybody to do any damn thing. Because what a lot of women don't understand is, regardless, real men are going to attract the type of women they desire. So it doesn't matter with women who don't understand. It doesn't matter what they think. You understand? And that's the mentality you brothers got to embody. You got to understand, brothers, that you can no longer compromise for this modern day society because the relationships do not work. They don't work. I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, 70% of marriages end in divorce. And this is under monogamy. This is under monogamy. 70% and 70%. And it's damn near 70% of these divorces are initiated by the woman. These men are not requesting divorces. It's the woman. 9 times out of 10, it's the woman requesting the divorce. So since you have a society like that that's not working, families are breaking up, it's causing a great deal of pain on the children, we got to figure out some resolve. And our forefathers, they practice polygyny. It just is what it is. It's always worked for us when it comes to population. It's a family structure, and it also works for us growing business, a strong foundation. Somebody said, if you're here to go against the grain, please leave. Absolutely, because nobody's going to argue. We deal with logic over here. We deal with logic. I made an interesting post on Instagram a few days back. In this post, it shows a brother with his 7 wives. And he has a lot of children as well. I can't remember how many children he had in the video, but he shows his wives and he talks about how nobody is in competition. There's no beef in the household. Everybody's getting along just right. And some of the responses that I seen were just absolutely incredible. I seen some real incredible responses. And the caption that I placed on that particular post was, if this is not a beautiful sight to behold, then you're not of the truth. You're anti-life. If this is not something beautiful to see, all these women not competing against each other, no jealousy, no strife, they all working together in the kitchen to get food prepared for the children. If this is something that doesn't look beautiful to you in this modern society where women are always in competition with each other, where there's absolutely no sisterhood among women, and you see all these beautiful children being raised, if this is not beautiful to you, at least to look at, then you're not in the truth. Some of the comments were phenomenal, man. It was so many people that it was a lot of women in particular that just was like, no, I'm not sharing no man. This is what they say. I'm not sharing a man. Listen, 90% of women who say they ain't sharing a man are sharing a man. 90% of women who say they not sharing a man are already sharing a man. That man been doing him for years now. He's just doing it very deceitfully. You understand? You're just dealing with someone who's lying to you. Number 2, women, you have to get out of the mentality of being possessive. You don't own a man. It's the other way around. The Bible tells us that a man who findeth wife findeth a grand possession. He findeth a grand possession. A possession. Now, of course, it's a possession that he puts into high regards. It's a possession that he loves. If I get me a new Lamborghini or a new BMW, let's go with a BMW. Let's go with a foreign luxury vehicle, right? If I get this luxury vehicle, I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm gonna talk to it. I'm gonna treat it with the utmost respect. That's how it's supposed to be. So you have a society where women don't know their roles. And here's the issue. When a woman knows her role, the man can go so far in life, and it'll become so much easier to provide for her and the family. When that man doesn't have limitations, when that man doesn't have stress. Do you understand? When there's no stress involved, a man can do great things in life. Some women out there know that they stressing a man out because they're insecure. They're worried about what a man is doing out in these streets. And you don't even know how much you're holding a man back from growing, developing, from learning, from understanding women more. Because in order for you to understand women more, you need to have women. As a man, to understand women, you have to have women. You understand? And you got women who like to hold men back from doing what it is they were born to do. Men have a great calling on their lives. Men of truth, men of stature. When you look at some of these rappers, when you look at your little Boosies, when you look at countless others who got, let's say, 10, 12, 13 baby mamas, right? Because a lot of these guys, when they get rich, they just got all these baby mamas. Actually, truth be told, a lot of them be having a lot of baby moms while they're becoming great. And the world likes to call them baby mamas. I hate that terminology. It's very degrading. It's not what it is. The Most High God considers them to be wives. A lot of the times when men are becoming their true selves and actually finding success in life, right? A lot of the times they have a lot of wives. Do you understand? But the world would like to call them baby mamas. We can no longer allow society to degrade us. We can't allow that. We can't allow that anymore. We got to treat our women with respect. They are wives. Of course, that's unless that woman leaves you. If she leaves you and she has your child, that was her decision. She's not considered a wife. You can call her what you want, but I still don't like the terminology baby moms. All right? She just somebody that she left you. A lot of the times men don't even be the ones leaving these women. A lot of the times it's the woman leaving because she cannot mold and shape a man how she wanted him to be. So she'll pack her bags and she'll get the hell up out of there. A lot of the times it's the woman leaving. Somebody said Little Boosie has the financial means to support more than one wife. Listen, women were created to be a man's help. Do you not know the scriptures? The reason why a woman was created is to be the man's helpmeet, right? Correct? So you telling me you truly believe in your heart that a man is supposed to provide everything for a woman, and a woman is not supposed to help him build that empire? Do you understand? See, this is the issue. And this is why we're talking about why modern relationships just don't work. We don't even understand the roles. A woman was literally born to help you. Her purpose in your life is to help you reach success, not you already have it all together. Y'all supposed to build something together. You're not supposed to have it all and just give it to her. That would make no sense. Why would she deserve that? Why would you meet a woman and you have it all? You a damn multi-millionaire. You a damn billionaire, right? She don't have nothing. She brung you nothing. She didn't help you get there. She didn't help you do anything, bro. You telling me you're supposed to meet her and take care of her. Do that make sense to you? Do that make any sense to you? How do y'all even relate? So you don't understand the position of a woman. And polygynous unions don't work like that, bro. You gotta have any woman that you deal with, she's supposed to be helping you in life. Yeah, somebody said, yeah, she just want to spend money. Absolutely. You telling me that you supposed to meet a woman and she's supposed to just use you to spend your money up? Like, that makes no sense, bro. She has a position to play. And a lot of these entertainers, they had multiple wives while they were gaining the success. That's the part you don't understand. Alfonso says, hold on, the comments are moving pretty quick. Baby boomer generation and Gen X left us the burden. The iniquity and perverse way left our relationships and knowledge of procreation in the toilet. Facts. That is true. And that's, you know, that's what I'm here for, to tell you why these modern relationships are failing. They're failing because women don't understand their position. They believe that they own you. They believe that you are property. You know, women are looking at men like Birkin bags. A lot of women get into these relationships with men just to say they got this man. They treat you like a damn handbag. Not my man, not my man, not my man. That's how they act. No, woman, you are the property. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. I mean that in the most respectful way possible. We don't know our roles and our position as man and woman. We just don't. And we got to make some changes. True love says men should be honest. They know good and well they want more than one beautiful wife. Absolutely. And that's coming from a sister right there. And in the back of a lot of women's mind, they know that you desire to have another wife, and they know that you can, from the right of God, rights given by God, the Most High, that you can have multiple women. There's no sin in a man having multiple women. If it was, we would not be designed the way we are to be able to procreate at such a rapid rate. But you have to be honest. You have to be honest. The lies have to stop. You know, sometimes people have selective hearing. And this is the issue. When a lot of women in modern culture got to get their emotions under control. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. To hell with what you're feeling. What's happening in the world with our relationships are not working because a lot of our sisters have an issue listening to logic, sound logic. Women are, the Bible tells you that women are a prized possession. Not thus saith Nubreed. The Bible tells you that. Now, with a prized possession, let's add to that. Something that's a prized possession, you protect it with your life, right? Right, brothers? If somebody is outside trying to scrape your new Lamborghini, or you got a Spider Gallardo, let's say you got a damn Spider Gallardo outside, right? And you walk outside and somebody got a big ass chisel and they're going to scrape the Gallardo. You're going to come out there with your cannon, right? And you're going to make sure that person skedaddle. That's the same thing with a wife. If somebody try to harm your wife, you going out for your wife. You're going to go hard for your wife. You will die for your wife. You will make sure she slips out the back door. If somebody's trying to break in, you make sure she slips out the back door and you catch every bullet that's going your way. That's what you do for someone who's a prized possession. You love your wife. Listen, men love hard. When men love, we love. So nobody's talking about smashing and disregarding women, and nowhere in this particular dialogue did I say anything even close to what that sister just said. Nowhere close. Yes, Black Male TV Advice, aka Ringo, is in the building. He says, I have multiple videos on polygyny on my channel, and I covered the truth about Solomon and the heathen women that turned against him. Polygyny wasn't the issue. Facts, my brother. Facts. And go subscribe to Black Male TV Advice, man. He's breaking it down raw and uncut, telling you the truth about this polygyny. I speak on this topic time from time, but that brother got multiple videos that breaks it down. Breaks it down to a decimal. You hear me? So shout out to that brother. Go subscribe. Because this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. What we got going on ain't working. Like, can anybody, like, listen, I want to see the women in the chat for a moment. I want to see real women admit to the fact that what we got going on in modern society ain't working. Now, you should admit it, because guess what? It's coming up on Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. And I know for a fact, oh, you ain't got to even say it. I know for a fact that there's going to be a whole lot of single women running around buying themselves gifts. Oh yeah, yeah. Now, I don't celebrate none of these damn pagan holidays, but a great deal of our women, they look forward to Valentine's Day, and there's a big blanket of depression that they got to carry over their back every damn year. Every year that go by and they buy themselves on Valentine's Day, better believe there's some depression hovering over there. And you know why? Because there is more women than men. There's more women than men. There's not enough brothers to go around. There's just not. Look at the census. There's statistics that come out from the Census Bureau every damn year. Every year. That show you that there's multiple women to every man. Now, if every woman's supposed to have a man, that means there's some men who's supposed to be dealing with more than one. Yeah, the hell with the pagan holiday, DJ Tatted. But I'm bringing this up because most women, they celebrate these holidays. They look forward to it. Even women in the truth, they're looking at so-called truth, because you got some women who just overly religious and really not accepting the truth because the truth bothers them. Now, a lot of these women, when this holiday come by, they start getting sad and lonely, sitting at home with a bottle of wine, all by themselves, wondering where they man at. Where is your Prince Charming? Where they at? Where they at? Where's your husband? Where's your man? See, here's the problem. A lot of women battle against themselves. They battle against themselves. It's got to come a time where you stop being possessive and allow men to be men, because that's why a lot of relationships are breaking up. The brother says women hate their role. Our feminist society leads them to believe that if they allow you to be a man, it somehow makes them less than a woman. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that goes into the insecurities that they have. And this society have told them that they're God. In this so-called age of Aquarius, they're giving women a lot of power that they don't want to leave behind. And the truth is, they're not happy. You're not happy being alone. You're not happy with the power that this satanic system giving you. Because at the end of the day, you really were designed to be a wife. You were designed to be happy. You were designed to be underneath a man. You was designed to bear children. You was designed to help a man build a legacy, a dynasty. I want y'all to put something in perspective. I want you to imagine this. Now let's talk population for a second. I want you to imagine, let's see, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan. Who else are billionaires out here? Denzel Washington, Samuel L. Jackson. He's damn near a billionaire. Let's say every black entrepreneur, black surgeon, neurosurgeons, black doctors who are making millions of dollars. Picture all of them would stop lying, right? Come clean about who they are. Now, all these brothers had, let's say, 5 wives apiece. Now, all that generational wealth and all those children would inherit that particular money, right? Now you're looking at generational wealth being perpetuated in society. Can you see how that's a threat when we're being ourselves and being honest and transparent? What exactly is allowing a man to be a man? Women asking from Chicago. Well, here's the thing, Miss Chicago. A woman can't allow a man to do a damn thing. That's the thing. A man is going to be a man regardless. The only thing that's going to happen is if a woman doesn't submit to a man, the only thing that's going to happen is she's going to get left, or she's going to leave eventually. That union is going to be destroyed eventually. So a man is always going to be a man. No matter what, a man is going to be a man. Only a man who is not grown into manhood is going to allow a woman to stop him from reaching his potential and his goals. So women don't even have the power to allow or not allow. The only thing women do is more damage to themselves. And that's why we speak on these topics, because we tired of seeing our sisters hurt and alone.